เมยเขาไม่ใช่ผู้หญิงที่ผมรักแม่เข้าใจหรือยัง
ถ้าแกไม่แต่งกับเมยนะแกไม่ต้องมาเรียกฉันว่าแม่
การแต่งงานของเราจะต้องเป็นความลับ
พี่เทียนจะทำอะไรคะ
Top 10 Thailand drama about forced marriage. But wait, if you're watching this video, you should subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out our next update. Guaranteed, you will not lose.
จอดโดนได้แล้วฉันบอกให้จอดนี่ถ้าไม่จอดฉันปล่อยลงไปจริงๆนะ
จะบ้าเดี๋ยวก็ตายหรอก
บอกให้จอดไง
Sapai Import. Sapai Import tells the story of Lisa, is a rich and spoiled girl who turns from her studies in England and sees her parents who are in debt. She had to work to pay the debt, and Dan's mother helped her. Dan is the grandson of a very famous ranch owner. When Dan's grandfather died, he conditionally appointed Dan as his successor. To resave the farm, Dan had to get married and have children within a year. Otherwise, the farm will be given to his cousin. Because of that, Dan's mother told Don has to marry Lisa. Besides, because of his mother's wealth, Don also loved Lisa.
คุณไม่ใช่สามีฉันจริงๆซะหน่อย
ฉันจะทำให้ยายลิส
ทำไร
ผัวจะกอดเมียมันผิดเหรอ
มันแปลกเขาไม่ได้ผัวเมียกันจริง
Rahut Rissaya. Hears lose everything. His parents are murdered, their company and property taken by his aunt and cousin. Because of that, he start plotting revenge. He start by blackmailing Sivara Tanarit, the man his cousin loved, about his father's recklessness and evil deeds. Over time, they fall in love. He begins to appreciate his love as he learns to forgive.
เกิดอะไรขึ้นกับธนาเหรอคะ
ทายก็ไม่ควรนะ
Raerng Fai. Imprisoned for a crime that was not committed by his father Chakrit, for the death that happens to Yada's father. For years, Chakrit wants to take revenge on Yada's family. He begins to seducing Yada's sister, then leave her on the wedding day, humiliating her and her family in front of the guests. Yada is furious at the man who hurt his family and wants revenge.
มาวัดกันดูว่าคุณหรือฉันหัวใจใครจะไม่กอดกัน
My husband-in-law. The bride Mu'e lived with Paen for more than 7 years. During the time, his crush deepened into love, but Paen only noticed her as someone who tease and bully. He was completely unaware of his feelings, so he resigned himself to loving her from a distance. Paen is a more rich, hardworking, and handsome man. His only disadvantage is being a meaner player. Unfortunately, it leads to big troubles when he sleeps with the wife of a dangerous mobster. As a result, Paen's life is in danger. To protect him, Paen's mother forced him to marry Mu'e. Mu'e only agreed to Paen safely, but this was also an opportunity to him to get closer to her. While Paen reluctantly admits and marries Mu'e, he wants to keep his relationship as a secret.
เมยเขาไม่ใช่ผู้หญิงที่ผมรักแม่เข้าใจหรือยัง
ถ้าแกไม่แต่งกับเมยนะแกไม่ต้องมาเรียกฉันว่าแม่
การแต่งงานของเราจะต้องเป็นความลับ
พี่เทียนจะทำอะไรคะ
Wanida. This drama tells the story of two families, the old and arrogant but Mahasak families who are poor in money, and the newly rich Wang Wibun family. Wanida is the daughter of Dao, a Loan Sark. Major Project Mahasak, who comes from a noble Mahasak family, is a kind man, a very good son. The two meet in an accident and quickly develop feelings or dislike for each other due to their very contrasting personalities. However, fate seems to have plans of its own for them. Lakorn Project's brothers borrowed some money from Dao and was unable to pay the debt. Dao gave him the conditions to marry his daughter to cancel the debt. However, Lake ran away and left Lakorn Project to take his place. Without knowing anything, Wanida agreed to the marriage, and then they tumultuous marriage finally began.
จอดโดนได้แล้วฉันบอกให้จ อนนี่ถ้าไม่จอดฉันเปิดลงไปจริงๆนะ
บ้าเดี๋ยวก็ตายหรอก
นี่บอกให้จอดไง
Paen Anong. Yai kills the death of his stepmother's law offer and escapes from his farms and returns again after his father's death to get his inheritance and take revenge. But he falls in love with the innocent Paen, the daughter of his stepmother's loyal servant, but she has fallen in love with Nat's mother's biological son herself. Praomook. This drama tells about Praomook and Charlatan getting married temporarily to help Charlatan Porten. Charlatan has always talked of Praomook as an ugly duckling and a nuisance, while she has always fallen in love with him. Years later, they meet again by chance in Korea, where Charlatan is sad. Believing that Miss Porten is back again, his parents ask Praomook to marry him to eliminate him. In exchange, they offer to buy back his father's house, which he lost due to his father's death and become a burden to him. Lae Sanae Luang. Khar Supakarn's life changed when he witnessed his mother commit suicide after being raped and his father dies of grief. He was raised by his uncle, Pa. From a young age, he studied hard and worked whenever he had free time in past vineyard. He excels at school with one thing in mind, to take revenge on the Wichawist family.
แม่ฉันทำลายชีวิตแม่ของฉันและฉันจะทำกับลูกๆของแกเหมือนกัน
Khing Raerng. Nit follows Pawi and his fathers to the psychiatric ward, where he learns that Pawi's mother is alive and not dead as his father announced to the media. On the other hand, Ni, who is Nit's sister, is Paen's father mistress. Nit disagrees with his brother's actions and refuses to acknowledge this older woman, and he can't bear to leave his sister, who has a weak personality. Paen Rai Long Tai Warak. Fah grew up with a double siblings, Tawan and Dao, and they promise to always be there for each other. When Tawan is tricked into marrying a pregnant Ping by another man, he turns to Fah for help. Instead, their plan backfires and Fah ends up marrying Ning, Tawan's uncle-in-law.
ผู้หญิงคนนี้เป็นเมียผมเองครับพี่พาด
ผู้หญิงคนนี้จะเป็นใครมาจากไหน
Finally, among these 10 dramas, how many have you watched? Let us know in the comments below. Take care and I will see you on the next video.